This is a video right here to show you that fans are one of the biggest problems about boxing. By now, you guys know about Tyson Fury and saying or hinting at fighting a Deontay Wilder. You know, whether it's true or not, my main purpose of the video was to express frustration. Coming into the game, people don't know that about Tyson Fury. If you're just new to boxing and you come in, you don't know that about Tyson Fury. You don't know about his back and forth, about him saying one thing and then saying the other. You don't know that. That's why I say stuff like this is bad for the sport. That was the moral and the theme of my video. Whether Tyson Fury is being serious or not, the point is this. At this stage, when so many people said it's signed, it's ready to go, why is there even games to be played? You know, why is there even games to be played? I would think that this fight would be relatively easy to set up. But then again, when you got two people doing business with Bob Arum, this is something that you see a lot. And regardless of what you want to say, it's confusing to casuals and newbies. Okay. And it is a turnoff. All right. But one thing I found interesting was the fanboy basis of both these guys. See, because you got Wilder fans getting overly excited. And I really don't know why, but they're getting overly excited, you know, saying, oh, man, stop hating. Let the trilogy fight happen. Blah, 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 blah. Deontay Wilder's the man. You want to know the funny thing about obsessed Deontay Wilder fans? I was one of the first, if not the only one, saying I wanted to see a third fight. People who's been on my channel know this. Bruce loved the idea of the third fight. Why? Because Bruce wanted to see the press conference. Bruce prophesied that press conference was going to be classical. And it was or is if it ever happened. You know what I'm saying? I just want another press conference like they did the first time. I enjoyed everything about Tyson Fury versus Wilder, from the press conference down to the fight. I enjoyed all of it. So nobody was looking forward to it more than me. But the funny thing came up. Nobody wanted to see it. I found that I was the only one who wanted to see a third fight. See, Wilder fans, they didn't want no revenge in the ring. You guys wanted revenge inside the courtroom. I know. I talk to you guys. I say, but I'm also the one that told you nothing's going to come of Glovegate. Nothing's going to come out of it. You don't understand how boxing works. If you uncover this, then you're going to have to uncover a lot of other stuff about boxing, and they're not going to let that happen. Deontay Wilder's revenge is only going to happen in the ring. You guys don't remember me saying that? You don't? But y'all didn't care. No, let's take him to court. Let's take him to court. That's how you guys wanted your victory. You didn't want to see a third fight. And you didn't care about the contracts fight. You didn't care now about none of that. You guys cared about court. That's what y'all cared about. I said his revenge is only going to happen in the ring. He got to fight again. Fuck that. We going to sue the shit out of him. That was you Wilder fans. Okay? Now let me skip over to you Tyson Fury fanatics. All right? Just because I point out a direct contradiction about him saying he'll never fight him again, then turn around and saying, I want to fight him next. I guess some of you guys want to make excuses for Tyson Fury. And now you want to say, well, Bruce, stop being so hung up on Undisputed. Can you believe this? This is so-called boxing fans now. Bruce, stop being so hung up on Undisputed. Let the trilogy fight happen. Hold up. Hold up. Because the main people that were saying they didn't want to see a third fight was Tyson Fury fanboys. Like I said, I know. I talked to you guys. You guys said, fuck that fight. I said, I want to see the fight again. You know what I'm saying? I did plenty of videos saying I want to see the fight again. You guys like, I don't know why. It was an open and shut case. Let's move on. Let's go for Undisputed, Bruce. Let it go. Okay? After Tyson Fury said, I'm not fighting no more, after the remarks or whatever, I let the shit go. But at the time, I don't know nobody else that said they want to see a third fight but me. Both Wilder fans and Tyson Fury fans, you guys were against it. Okay? The proof is in the pudding. I got the video. Your comments is in the comments section. You guys didn't want to see it. All right? But now that Tyson Fury said what he said, oh, Wilder fans talk about, let's get the fight on. Even though your man sat on the sideline, didn't say shit for months, let contracts expire, supposed to be doing this. He's done nothing legal-wise that he said he was going to do. Just like in the ring, he does nothing that he said he was going to do. Okay? And y'all wanted court. You didn't want to fight. All right? And it's the same thing with Wilder fans. You guys said a third fight is useless. It's pointless. Okay? I said I want to see it again. You guys said, no, let's go for Undisputed. So now that I'd expressed it, this is the fucked up shit with boxing, and stop playing with Undisputed. Give us what the fuck we want. It's Undisputed is not that important no more. Let there be a third trilogy fight. Boxing fans are the biggest problem about boxing because you guys is just as fake as the people that promote and set these events up. If there would be some kind of consistency and some kind of moral standard within the boxing fans, we can manipulate that to a certain degree down to the core of boxing. Because at the end of the day, if we don't accept it, if we're not cool with it, it doesn't fly. This is why in boxing, they give you the matches you want. They give you the matches they want you to see. You don't see the fights that you want to see. Let me say that again. In boxing, they give you the matches they want you to see. They do not give you matches that you want to see. In UFC, they see fights that they want to see. In boxing, you see fights that they want to give you. Not the fights that are needed, not the fights that everybody wanted, not what was interested. They don't do that in boxing. In boxing, we have to be honest. The best don't fight the best in boxing. It just doesn't exist anymore. That died with the Four Horsemen and everybody else behind them. It doesn't happen no more in boxing. Because I guess, and I don't know all about the business of boxing, I guess in the business of boxing, the best fighting the best is not good for business. It obviously doesn't make a lot of money, the best fighting the best, obviously. Because the best fighting the best made a lot of money. I'm pretty sure these people be doing it. That's why people can say a lot of shit about Dana White. You know what I'm saying? I don't approve of the way he pay people, but I do approve of the little tournament system he got going on there. Because if you don't fight, you the fuck out. And they give they people the fights that they want to see. I'm just bringing that shit up. While also bringing up the fakeness within both of the fans and how both of you guys flip-flop, but y'all on the same page right now. You know, and this is another element in a problem with boxing. Period. You can't get me to invest no more like the Bruce of last year or the Bruce of 3 months or even 6 months ago. Okay? So nobody has to worry about my state and what I feel. Oh, Bruce, you sound disappointed. Oh, Bruce, you no. Don't need to worry about Bruce. Okay? I don't take none of this shit seriously. All right? I done already told you that I'm treating boxing like it treats me. Okay? Giving a little bit of no attention. Okay? Not listening to what it wants or needs, you know, and I give y'all what I give y'all when I give it to you. I treat boxing the same way it treats me, you know? So whether fights happen or not anymore, I really don't care. Like I said, the only thing that I was holding on to was Undisputed. After Undisputed, I was going to release my claws from boxing, at least as far as being that same person that gave a fuck really like I did. I got too much passion for boxing. Boxing don't deserve it. I need to go channel it in someplace else. You know what I'm saying? I got too much spirit, I got too much man for boxing, at least for boxing fans. I'm too much man. Too real, too honest. Too this, too that. You know what I'm saying? Being real is considered overboard or controversial. Why? Just telling the truth. Telling the truth has got that damn radical. Ain't nothing to say. But at the end of the day, that's what I'm talking about with this whole thing. You would think everything should be smooth sailing. The point is, I don't want to hear none of this shit. I don't want to hear nothing about no Wilder or no shit like that. And if you guys are having problems, shut the fuck up. Or how about you guys don't speak on the deal until it's done? That's what I'm talking about. Don't print these articles up. Don't do these interviews saying this and saying that if you can't be on the same page with your damn fighter. I don't want to hear about nothing is done till it's actually done. I want to see a date and a poster. That's the only way I approve of shit. That's the moral of the story. You telling people this, then Tyson Fury going out there letting the air out of people. Once again, you hardcores know that shit about Tyson Fury. A casual don't know that about Fury. Fury verbal game is very persuasive. People believe him. That's why he came over here in America, ate his ass up. He know exactly what to give people to draw him in. So the average person doesn't know that about Fury. But one thing's for sure, we've already missed one of the biggest fights in boxing that could have helped boxing. Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. We never thought that fight wasn't going to come to fruition. But guess what? We had to throw that fight away. And at the time, if you told somebody these guys was never going to fight, you couldn't tell somebody back then that these guys won't fight. You're like, man, these guys are destined to fight. It's too much money. It's too big. It's too this. It's too that. Look at it now. It's in the trash. It's in the trash. And at the end of the day, a big problem about boxing, we point at the boxers all day long. We point at the promoters all damn day long. One of the biggest problems with boxing is the fucking fans. Y'all just as fake as everybody. You know what? And you worse. Because you are aware of this shit, but if it works in your favor, you approve of can't beat Canelo on a scorecard system. You approve of fake fights. You approve of Marcus Mondana using some shit inside the ring. You guys approve of all this. Not knowing double standards fucked up boxing. But I'm going to say that for a video for a different day. That's my thoughts right now. I'm out.